Have you ever thought about moving to Granbury and wondered what it's really like? In this video, we'll cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. Howdy, I'm David Orcutt, and I'm delighted you're considering moving to the Granbury area. Moving to a new place can be stressful, but the more you know, the more prepared you are to make a moving decision. So I thought we'd share the good, the bad, and the ugly about living in Granbury to help you make a more informed decision. So let's start with some of the good things. The first thing we love about Granbury is the lake. Lake Granbury is 20 miles long with a lot of houses on the main body and on canals. The city beach is very busy in the summer. We have a lot of lakeside restaurants, and we even have lighted boat parades. The July 4th fireworks are shot off over the lake with hundreds of boats and thousands of folks lakeside watching. The second thing we love about Granbury is our community. Granbury is awesome because our people are awesome. The schools, the churches, and the not-for-profits are all heavily involved in the community. The city and county invest in activities on the Granbury Square, at the reunion grounds, or in our parks. There's always something to do or a place to go to help volunteer. I recently helped 5 families relocate from overseas, and I asked them, what do you like most about Granbury? And they all said how friendly and helpful people were here. So the third thing we love is the variety and quality of housing. We have lakeside homes, golf course, acreage, suburban neighborhoods, senior and assisted living, ranches, and even Victorian-style historic homes. Okay, now that we know what's truly awesome about Granbury, let's talk about what things some people think could be better. Let's talk about the not as good. The first thing that's a little annoying is we don't have high-end shopping. We do have 3 major grocery stores. Yes, we have an H-E-B, and plenty of smaller chain stores. However, the closest Target, Academy Sports, and Best Buy are about 20 minutes away. But with Clear Fork and Fort Worth, with lots of great high-end shops, that's only 40 minutes away. I don't know about you, but I don't use those that often. The next thing you may or may not like is we have a lot of pickup trucks. Many of the retirees here switch to pickup trucks. All the young folks want pickup trucks. And a confession, I've got a pickup truck. Hood County has a booming construction industry, a lot of ranches and other outside industries, so a lot of trucks. The third thing you may or may not like is Granbury is not a walkable town. The city of Granbury does have a sidewalk requirement, but many of the areas were built before that requirement went into effect. And the areas outside the city rarely have sidewalks. So we covered the good and the not so good, but let's be honest, no place is perfect. So let's talk about the ugly, the things that my clients say that they don't really like about living in Granbury. First is the distance. It's a fact. It's 30 minutes to the edge of Fort Worth, where the shopping is in the Hewlin and Bryan urban area. And getting to Fort Worth downtown takes about 45 minutes, but less if you're on the Fort Worth side of our town. Cowboy football and Ranger baseball are about an hour away in Arlington, not Dallas. If you want to be in the thick of city living, Granbury's not the place for you. The second ugly is traffic. Lake Granbury is beautiful and long and right in the middle of the city and the county. 377 is the only east-west major thoroughfare, so it can get really clogged up. Adding to that, 144 is the only main road going south, so the 144-377 intersection can really be a mess. So on Sunday, folks coming up from church on 144 trying to get on 377, well, you're not going to be the first one in line at Cotton Patch. You better give Grandma a call and tell her to get you a table. Going westbound on 377, crossing that bridge during rush hour, there's always going to be some traffic. Sometimes there's even a wreck on that bridge. Third, and by far the worst, is the CRESSON train. There is nothing good about this train. It blocks 377 randomly and regularly. Sometimes it's only for 5 minutes, sometimes it's for 30. It's awful. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not the CRESSON train. Work is in progress to bypass CRESSON and keep traffic moving. That bypass should be open in 2024. Pretty soon you won't be able to use the CRESSON train as your excuse when you're late to something in Fort Worth. And as for 377 traffic, it will get better. Most of the growth is on the east side of Granbury, and the Texas Department of Transportation has already committed funds to expand and improve 377. In 2026, they're going to start with that 144 interchange and then start working their way east. Well, I hope this video gave you some insight into the good, the bad, and the ugly of living in Granbury. Of course, if you're interested in moving to the Granbury area, give me a call. I'd love to help you figure out what area is going to be best for you. Thanks for watching. I'm David Orcutt with Winston Properties, working, playing, and serving right here in Granbury.